message that I have for you guys. This is a channel message that I got today when I was out sunbathing and sun gazing. Alright, let's give me 1 second. Let's get this stuff over together. One second. Oh my goodness, gracious. I need to get me another tripod, y'all. Alright, so get some Florida water for this. Alright. Now this is going to serve as confirmation for some people, or it's going to serve as that added clarity, right? That stick that came out, and it's crazy that it's right here, 111. So that information that you need to know, like to fully step into your secured perspective, right, of embodying your individuality, right, and honoring your authenticity, being yourself, right, being yourself in a world that's always trying to change you. Always trying to change you into something that you're not, or always trying to modify you to fit, you know, what they're accustomed to, right? To fit their customs. But you're supposed to be set apart, right? So I'm going to read directly from these notes that I took from Spirit, and then we'll pull some cards and some sticks just to delve a little bit deeper. All right. So I put in emphasis, well, not emphasis, in quotations, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Those who argue to prove their legitimacy, wanting your approval, why? Why do people do this with you, right? Why you? Because that's what the caption says. Why you, right? And Spirit said, you are a reflection of the Most High, a spiritual judge, an Hierophant. And then, so this could be for Libras, Taurus, and Aquarius. So I may edit and put Libra, Taurus, Aquarius placements. So whether that's your sun sign, whether that's your moon, your rising, your Mars, your Saturn, your Uranus, your Mercury, or your Venus. Like, it literally can be wherever it is, whether that's your north node, your south node, wherever you have a Libra, Taurus, or Aquarius placement. These are the energies that I picked up for this message, for this channel message, right? So the reason why I put I'm a good person, I pull that from, I guess, an archive of my life, just my past experience with individuals who have a tendency to try to gain or fish for my approval and my acceptance, even though, you know, I don't care to have anything to do with them or even engage with them, right? But the question was, why do these people do this so vigorously? Why do they do this so fiercely, right? Because you have people who get very aggressive and obsessive, right? Just to prove their identity or prove, the image or guise of who they are, that they fabricated and portrayed into the world, right? So trying to, I guess, it's something about you that if you believe the lie, if you believe this image that they have portrayed, that they have, cultivated by borrowing other people's traits and qualities, and that's why you'll have like fake woke people or people who will pick up information and they regurgitate it, but it's not sincere. It's not coming from sincere intent, right? So these are the people I'm talking about, these karmic individuals, right? Why do they do this with you? Why is this something that you always, you constantly experience, throughout your life or throughout your path? And this is why our Spirit is saying the reason why these people do this, why you experience this, is because these people, you already are legitimate. You are a legitimate person. You are authentic. You are credible. You are trustworthy. You are all these things that these people desire to have from others, but they don't really have it within themselves because they don't do the same, work, right? They don't do their shadow work. They don't do the healing. They don't do introspection. They're more focused on the people outside of them than they ever are within themselves, right? In order to build up their character, build up themselves to match this image that they fabricated of themselves, right? So you have these kind of individuals coming to you for proof or for approval, because regardless of whether they do the work or not, just like they've tricked other people into thinking that they were something that they're not, or believing images of themselves that really weren't true, right? It doesn't hit the same if you buy into it. If you buy into it, right, and you give them that boost of false confidence and false security by, I believe the bullshit. And I'm going to tell you, like, this is confirmation. Just now, I was on Facebook, and one of my Facebook friends, I really love him. He's an artist. Like, I don't know him personally, but he's amazing. He did a goddess thread on his Facebook, and it was all these women, posting pictures of themselves and what they felt embodied the goddess energy, what they felt the image that they fabricated or that they've portrayed or projected, what they believe the goddess energy looks like, or trying to embody whatever this looks like, right? And posting this in the comment section, this, that, and the third. And like I said, I love this guy. He's really cool. I don't know him personally. He's a sweetheart though. You can tell he's a sweetheart. He's an artist, right? And the thing about artists, we can always find a way, we can always find the beauty in any kind of image or anything, right? So I understand why that could probably have some influence on his perception and stuff. And as well, we understand that we lack a lot of love. Like, people around us lack a lot of love. So us being crystals, we always try to, we naturally try to add, where there's lack, right? That's why we attract people who are in lack, because we have we have what they need. We have the energy. We have, the mindset, the traits, that people are longing for in partnerships and connections, or just to experience in general, right? So this is why we attract those kind of people. Like, how they say healers attract people who are broken, who are hurt, or people who need healing, and this, that, and the third. This is why, right? We kind of naturally emanate these things. This is why we're able to walk in the room and shift the energy. Right, we're naturally able to do that. So my thing is, the whole point of me mentioning that was because he didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. He wanted to keep the peace, keep the good energy, because the energy was originally intended to be, good vibes, right? Just to appreciate the feminine energy, the divine feminine, this, that, and the third. Just disperse some love from a true authentic man, to the divine feminine. However, we are aware that there are, I don't want to say skinwalkers. We're aware that there are people who are masquerading themselves as light when they really are malignant, dark, and they're not truly benevolent, light. But they know how to dress the part. They know how to look the part. They know how to dance the part. They know how to meditate the part. They know the yogic positions. They know all of these things, and they know how to. You know what I'm saying? They know how to imitate and masquerade these things just so they can. I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm channeling. They know how to masquerade and emanate these things in order to get into the same doors and pathways and environments that we get into, right? So it's like when people crash parties and stuff like that. So this is kind of the concept of de-evolved or like demonic or low vibrational forces and karmics. This is what they do. They're like party crashers. They're party crashers. Okay, so let me read what Spirit has. So once again, like, you don't have to have Libra, Taurus, Aquarius placements. But this is just, I want to say Libra is the 7th house? Libra is the 7th house. So Libra in general, which is a Venusian ruled sign, right? So this has anything to do with your relationships, your partnerships, how people view relationships, how they view sex around relationships, whether they view it as sacred. You get what I'm saying? The attitudes and the beliefs surrounding this energy, right? So it could be anything in particular to that, even if it's like court or something to do with justice and stuff like that. You don't have to have this placement for this message to, resonate. But same thing with Taurus. I think Taurus is 2nd house. Aquarius is the 12th house. 11th house. I take that back. Aquarius is 11th house. So it could just be something in relation to any of those houses. You don't have to have these signs or whatever directly. So just to be clear. Anyway, moving forward. Their obsession with you is a reflection of the cultural obsession with a longing for connection to a higher power. Their obsession with you is a reflection of the cultural obsession with a longing for connection to a higher power. This is where we see idolatry a lot. This is why we see idolatry a lot. When people find idols that they stick to and they praise and worship these people, whether they are truly, divine prophets or false prophets, right? So we also have resembles how sinners, right? Don't get too deep into, the religious aspect of it, right? Think about the symbolism of these messages. Resembles how sinners will beg for forgiveness and try to explain themselves to the divine on the day of judgment. This is why you encounter and experience people like this, or these people trying to convince you of a lie that they've crafted and fabricated of themselves, and they're trying to get you to buy into it so they can then what? So they can reap the benefits that comes with being in a good place with you, or just having like a good concept or perception of them, right? Or whatever. You're the kind of person that, how there's a whole concept of getting references in order to get certain jobs and get into certain places and levels and stuff like that. You know how people say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know? That's how it is with you. This is how it is with divine beings, and why you have individuals, these karmic individuals, be trying to finesse off your energy or trying to finesse their way up, right? By trying to deceive you so that they can be able to walk into doors and ways and pathways and on levels that you have access to because you're the real thing. Right? It's like if you say, oh, I know them, and then the buster or the security guard will let them come in. That's the type of power that you have. So people are reacting to you how they would react to God. You bring judgment, why some revert to trying to discredit you or gather others to co-sign them in order to appear more believable. Let me read that again. People are reacting to you how they would react to God, or with God, the Most High. You bring judgment. So your energy brings judgment, especially if you have strong Libra placements and Aquarius. Why? Because Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, right? So not only does Aquarius bring healing, but Aquarius brings healing through truth. That's how Aquarius achieves healing, through the truth of things, transparent, right? Finding out the things that really are authentic and actually do bring healing or introduce healing into a vessel, whether emotionally, psychologically, etherically, physically, right? So we're not going to believe in those fucking chemicals and those pills and those poisons anymore. We're not going to be using those summer's eves on our vaginas when we know it causes reproductive issues. No, we understand that the vagina cleanses itself. We understand that we just drink water, we eat some fruits, we eat some vegetables, and that's how we can heal the body. That's how we can cleanse the body. We understand that we can get herbs. We can utilize different herbs, things that are natural to bring on this same type of healing, right? That's this being intelligent with your healing, intelligent healing methods, right? So this is the kind of energy that Aquarius brings, whether people like it or not. There's plenty of people, you tell them, hey, getting that COVID shot is not helping you, it's making you worse. And these people gonna get offended. These people gonna try to discredit you. These people have other people co-sign with them to prove that you're wrong, even though you more healthier than them. Like, you're showing them living proof. This how you live your life. You going out here with no mask on, you ain't been sick yet. You ain't get stuck yet, right? So you're a living, breathing example of the truth and what you spoke, right? But you'll have these people, they'll try to gather evidence or gather all these other people who are saying the complete opposite, just to make them feel, better, just to feel better, I guess, for the lack of better words, about their lack of evolution, their lack of growth, their lack of being teachable, right? They're resistant, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. Somebody has sent me something, and I was trying to move it up, but I accidentally clicked off the live, so I do apologize for that. All right, but that was a distraction to throw me off, right? So yeah, people are reacting to you how they will react with God. You bring judgment. This is why some people, some karmics, revert to trying to discredit you. Defamation of character, smear campaigns, trying to reject you, get other people to reject you, trying to put bad bugs in people's ear about you. wishing evil on you or ill on you, speaking ill of you, copying what you do, like stealing your aesthetic and just things that make you unique, right? You bring judgment, while some revert to trying to discredit you or gather others to co-sign them in order to appear more believable. Because authentically, by you, living authentically and you honoring and living, walking and breathing in your truth, you being truthful with your connections, with who you're talking to, with your desires, with people who are interested with you, people who come in your lane, being honest with yourself. This is the energy you embody. You embody the energy of truth, right? So you're already believable. You don't have to do a whole lot for people to know that you authentic as fuck. For people to know that you real as fuck. For people to know that what you're talking about is real. Like, you are automatically believable because you're a walking truth. Meanwhile, you got these karmics, they're not. They're fraud, they're false prophets, right? So they have to go the extra mile in order to seem convincing, to seem believable, to seem spiritual. So let me try to dress like what it looks like. Let me try to talk like what it would sound like. Let me try to imitate, right? So this is why you deal with a lot of people fucking trying to steal shit from you, steal your intellectual property, steal the way that you talk, steal the way that you dress, all this shit. This is why. All right, so we done got the channel message out that's on paper. So let's pull some sticks and some cards to see to get a deeper message about this. Look, y'all, the first thing, media, looking ass, lurking on your social media, looking ass. And we got this coming out again. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You can look, but you can't touch. You can look, but you can't touch. It's like the story of Job when Satan was allowed just a certain amount of leisure with Job, right? Job was a very honorable man of integrity. He was a very blessed man and rich, right? And basically Satan said, that's because you blessed him. If he didn't have all of these things and all of this money and all these materials and all these friends and all, this, that, and the third, and all the things that we want out of life, then he would denounce you. He wouldn't fuck with you. Like, he'll come up on my side. He'll revert to my side. Yada, 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 right? But the only restriction was that he could not kill Job. He could make Job sick. He could take Job's children. He could have Job's wife betray him. He can have his friends betray him and gaslight him, be very narcissistic towards him. He can lose his home, all that shit. But you can't kill him. So this is what, this is, unfortunately, because it's not good, right? But it's about balance. It's about balance. Balance in the dark and balance in the light. This is why we go through what we go through. This is why we go through these unpleasant things that we don't want to go through. Why? Because there's light that comes out of it, and it's about balance. It's about balance. So somebody is doing sex magic for real. This came out on the last video. It's a totally different topic. Somebody is doing sex magic. Oh, thank you, because I'm definitely about to order me some books this evening. I got some that I already been looking at. So definitely drop them. I love book recommendations. So there's this person here. Okay, these are talking about people who are cursed. These people are in violation. These people are in violation, abusing their sexual energy, abusing their reproductive energy, abusing their seductive energies for selfish reasons that has nothing to do with divine energy. These people, this is a cursed person. This is somebody who's cursed. This person is cursed. And they're trespassing. And whenever they try to bring that shit to you, that's a violation. That's a fucking violation. They're trespassing your energy. That's just as bad as touch not my anointed. I said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. Stop thinking about them sexually. Stop sending, yes, I love that book. That's on my list already. Yeah. But stop sending them sex magic or whatever, trying to make them like you and this, that, and the third, right? So this could, now I'm gonna tell you something I deal with a lot too, especially on Facebook. That's why I don't fuck with Facebook like that. Oh my God. Or I always have my moments where I have to get off, man, because, bruh, those attacks, like the perversion attacks, be fucking crazy, bro. Be fucking crazy. People who just caught up in their root chakra, that shit be wild. That shit be wild. And it's, I'm telling you, it's an attack, bro. The short end of the stick here. All right. Divine Love Ancestors, could you bring us some clarity to this message? Those who argue with us to prove their legitimacy, wanting our approval, can you give us some confirmation regarding this? What messages do you have for us regarding this? Obsession. 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 Obsessed. An unfulfilled fantasy. Because this fantasy that they've been able to live out through these other people that who really don't really care. And what I mean by they really don't care, they don't care to prioritize authenticity. They don't care to prioritize transparency. They don't care to prioritize the truth, because the truth brings too much discomfort for them. The truth is an inconvenience for them, right? Facing their truth is an inconvenience for them. It requires a little bit too much energy that they're not willing to invest in it. They'd rather invest their energy in some bullshit that actually does drain their energy, opposed to investing within themselves so that they can cultivate and be revitalized in their energy, so they can be charged, right? That's what's so fucking stupid about it. So when these people encounter you and they don't get them same reactions, that same enabling behaviors that they experience with other people, this causes them to be unfulfilled, and it turns into an obsession with you. They become obsessed with you. I need your approval. I got theirs and it was too easy to get, and I don't really, they don't really have the frequency that you have. They're not a walking truth. They don't emanate like you do. They're not like you. I need your approval. These people become obsessed. 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 Do I want to say that? Now, I know a lot of Christians mean well, like our grannies, our aunties, our mommies. You know, I know a lot of them mean well with Christianity and their Jesus. I know they mean well. But think about the obsession, y'all. Think about the obsession that people have with Jesus, and they don't even have that same obsession of believing in themselves. They lack consistency with believing in their own powers, with believing in their own will, their own strength, right? To bring them these things, you know, that they need or that they desire, right? But they are so obsessed with Jesus, they would go to war over this person, even though so much truth has been revealed. Aquarius has been revealed regarding what we once known, you know, that whole thing to be, right? But think about just how loyal and obsessed, you know, people still are, you know, with the image. Look at that. Look at my phone. I done said some shit, ain't it? I done said some shit. Obsessed with the image. You got people out here, it's not a matter of us denouncing the whole existence of the concept of this person, the archetype of this person. We're not denouncing that. We're not denying that. We're saying, oh no, baby, it's real. But the details surrounding this person's image, surrounding this person's identity is wrong. Let me correct you. Let me redirect you. All right? Right? But so many people are attached to the image that they were fed before, right? So you have people who were so used to living or getting off how they was living or whatever, and having other people co-sign and fucking enable their shit, and then they come to you and you just be like, oh hell nah, I ain't with the shits. I'm not with the shits. And you make it very clear or whatever, you don't buy into it, you see right through it, you call it out. That's different for them. That's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. Look, this came out again too. Spell work to make you fat. Some of these people are jealous because, like, this could be the opposite sex. So an opposite sex could have been interested in you, and you could be like very attractive or something like that. And because you rejected them, they did spell work to affect your appearance, to make you gain weight, to make you out of shape, or make you fat or some shit like that, or make you like overeat, to make you overeat, or eat shit that you ain't got no business eating. You know, shit like that. Anything that can lead to you gaining weight, right? And then we got what? Because they're hiding that they feel defeated. And they're masking their misery. Misery loves company, and you don't want to be their company. So motherfuckers trying to make you fat so you can be miserable. So you can be obsessed about, man, I need to do something. Why, look. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this shit. And I'm going to keep fucking talking. Yep. And you know what? That's a reflection of it too. People trying to come and knock down your foundation and try to trying to damn complicate your foundation or make you uneasy to put you to try to put you in the energy of misery because they're fucking miserable. So, like I said, spell work to make you fat. Spell work towards like new connections, potential connections that you are involved in, that you volunteer to be a part of. Right? That you want to be a part of, trying to fuck up those foundations, right? Because no, like, why not me? Why you? Why them? Why not me? Right? This is crazy. Okay. You are a reflection of the Most High, a spiritual judge, an Hierophant. Transmute the projections toward your progressions. Y'all, the same sticks coming out for the last video. So it's all connected. I'm going to pull out my other one. I got 2 sets of these. And I'm about to make a third one. Sometime. Maybe I can do it this evening. But I'm about to make a third one. But let me pull out the very first ones. These are the originals. So let's see what come out for the originals. You are a reflection of the Most High, a spiritual judge, an Hierophant. Okay. Somebody feel like you're being too mean to them because you are like stern, assertive, very transparent. You ain't about to be sitting around waiting, playing around no bullshit that you know is bullshit. You already detected. Ain't no playing dumb no more. Ain't no none of that. So people trying to say or trying to convince other people that you're just fucking mean, like you're a mean person. You're being mean to them. You're just being mean to them for no reason. You're being mean because you want to accept my projections. You're being mean because you want to accept me, because you want to entertain my bullshit. You're being mean. You're being mean for calling me out on my shit. You're being mean for not buying into the illusions and the lies. You're being mean. So that was for you are a reflection of the Most High, a spiritual judge, and Hierophant. Yeah, so a part of being a judge and being an Hierophant, you're gonna have to make some stern, like you're gonna seem like kind of insensitive sometimes. But the focus is for the truth to prevail. It's not about you, you know, playing sides or whatever based off emotions. Oh, well, I know them a little bit more than that person, so I'm gonna go along with them. No, you're gonna stand for the truth. That's the kind of energy that you have, and people don't fucking like it. So they out here trying to oh, she mean, she a bitch, she this, or he a bitch, and he an asshole, he this, that, and the third. When actually, no, you just don't put up no shit. You don't put up no shit, right? This says become successful from the comfort of your home. So you have some people who got a problem with that too. Because your ability to manifest and you being this way, you having boundaries and being assertive with your boundaries makes you become more successful even when you sitting on your ass, because it's about energy, right? Your mind space is better. Your mind, your head space is better when you're assertive, right? When you stand up for yourself, I'm not taking no shit. I'm not about to be a part of this. I'm not dealing with this. I know what the fuck you're doing. I'm not about to be a part of this. Even if you don't verbally say that and you just decide, I'm not about to be fucking with, you just don't fuck with them. You don't fuck with them, or you chill out. You pull your energy back. Whatever your intuition is telling you to do, or what spirit is telling you to do, because some bullshit is detected. You honor that shit. You do that shit, and folks got a problem with that. You got a problem with that. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna give y'all this example again, right? Because I was talking about as a judge, sometimes, you know, as a judge, you can't really go off emotion alone. Are you supposed to completely like exclude emotions? I would not recommend that. I feel like there needs to be a balance, but you're supposed to be logical, right? We want the facts, we want the truth, you know, period. The truth is going to prevail. It always takes me back to the story of Solomon and the way he found out which mom belonged to the rightful, you know, which rightful mother the child belonged to. Because one lady, her baby died. She swapped her baby out with a lady who was asleep, and the baby that was asleep, the mother woke up, knew it wasn't hers, and the baby was dead, and she knew that wasn't her baby. So they went to court. Solomon asked them, gave them the opportunity to tell them, just with their mouths, who is the rightful mother. So the karmic lied. So he said, okay, bring me a sword. I'm gonna cut this baby in half, and you both can get a half of the baby. Since we don't know who the mama is, apparently we don't know who the mother is. So both of y'all can get a piece of the baby. How about that? And then the rightful mother, right? Because if you really love somebody, you'll be okay to release them, to walk away with them, to separate with them, just for the sake of them being happy and for your happiness. Opposed to this obsession shit. Where is that? Where is that? That was the first thing that came out. Obsession. Obsession. I think it's the cursed one. Let me see. No. I can't even find it now. I think it's the hiding defeat. Nope. Y'all, I can't even find it now. Oh, this one. An unfulfilled fantasy. So when they try that shit with you, their fantasy is unfulfilled. There's a crack, there's a fracture in their fantasy, and it caused them to get erratic. It caused them to start losing their shit. They start to get confused by their own illusions that they created and projected onto other people. Now it's time for them to face those illusions and fight through that fog, but they can't see. They can't see. They're having trouble there. Because now they're realizing just how blind they actually the fuck are. Just how blind they really are. Why they spent and invested so much time and energy trying to blind others to their actual, who the fuck they really was, their true colors. Now that there's a fracture in that fantasy because they ran into somebody that see right through that shit. Get out of the past. Change the narrative. Now they're being challenged with having to change the narrative. You gotta change the narrative. Because the old one is not believable anymore. Somebody saw through it. Somebody saw through it. But this is you as well, getting out of the past. That old shit. Like, no, I'm going to change the narrative. I'm not entertaining that shit no more. Not entertaining that shit. Fuck I look like. Fuck I look like. Yeah, I'm nice. Yeah, I'm nice. But I'm not nice about nobody trying to fucking... Trying to trick me. Trying to trick me. I don't care how painful the lie is. Don't fucking tell me no bullshit just to fucking comfort me. Like, no, I don't. What am I supposed to do with that? What I'm doing with that? What I'm doing with that? Why comfort me temporarily with a lie when it's ultimately going to lead to more discomfort from if you would have just told the truth the first time? It don't make no sense. So we out of the past. We getting out of our south nodes. We leaving that shit behind. We're not stuck in our root chakra. We're not stuck in sacral chakra imbalance. It's not doing that shit no more. We're not doing that shit no more. Right? Me and my brother, we was just talking, and we was talking about heaven. Right? The kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within you. But I'm gonna tell you what I heard when he mentioned it. When he said heaven, I don't know why the fuck. All this time I heard the word heaven. Used the word heaven. Sung the word heaven. I don't know why I never made a connection of head, your head in heaven, your crown in heaven. You are the head, not the tail, the root chakra. You are the crown chakra is what's going to bring you your heaven. without feeling insecure, feeling unsecure, feeling unsafe in your environment and your connections with the people around you, people that's supposed to be a part of your foundation, but having, you know, all type of shakiness in your foundation. So it's causing blockages all here, all throughout here, before you can even reach heaven. Not up there, up here. Look at all that. Why? Oh, this is spirit talking. Why though? Why? Why was you still dragging along in hell, opposed to reaching and going to your heaven? Because you was lacking self-confidence. You was receiving attacks like spell work on your appearance to affect your self-esteem, so that you will lack self-confidence. Because that's what you got to have, the confidence. Confidence is right next to sovereignty. You got to have that confidence in order to know that you can achieve that you deserve it. Look, it was a demon. It was a demon, y'all. It was a fucking demon. Another one came out. Look, that's why Spirit kept emphasizing the other week, do not accept the invitation. Deny the invitations. The invitations into your past. The invitations into the South Node. The invitations into emotional disturbances and imbalances and mental conflicts and fucking invitations to misery. Because misery loves company. Y'all, and that can look like all kind of things. That can be being invited to a party, to a club, to an outing. I don't care what the fuck it is. Be discerning. Use your discernment. Get out of the past and change the narrative. I know what they created for us in the past when it comes to entertainment and social ability and how we're supposed to experience one another and have fun and be playful and enjoy ourselves. No, you can change the narrative. You don't have to do what the fuck everybody else doing, what people call fun and togetherness, and you don't have to do that. If you know that you really don't like it, that's something that you feel uncomfortable, you feel out of place doing that, I don't care how fucking popular it is. There are so many other activities and arenas of life where there's plenty people there, plenty people who are interested and they love it and stuff like that. If you think there's not too many people who want to go hiking or who's into biking, who's into skateboarding, there's not that many people who's into who's into sparring. There's not that many people that's into, you know what I'm saying, just different activities and interests that you have, right? There's not that many people who would want to go to a library and do a book date or something. Or I don't know too many girls or too many guys who would want to have like a date where we just read something together and like we really just, you know, swap intelligences and just, you know, just elaborate on something. Like, there's not too many people that's into this stuff. That's not true. That's not true. It may not be more than other motherfuckers who rather just get drunk and fucking messy as fuck and get fucked and shit at the club all in 3 hours or some shit. No, it might not be more than that kind of lifestyle, but they're out there and they're rare just like you. And guess what? You're going to attract them because you're a crystal gem. So you guys are going to automatically attract one another. But you have to be discerning and you have to be assertive. Don't feel bad for having to be mean sometimes. Because is it really mean? Will the divine define that as mean? Or are these people, these karmics, telling you that what you're doing is mean? They want you to believe that it's mean, but you're really not. Spirit is saying, hey, you're a judge. Hey, you're supposed to be discerning. Hey, exactly. It's fulfilling. It's fulfilling. You have people with unfulfilled fantasies of how they think you should receive them and how you should act with them, or what fun is, or what being high vibrational is, or what being positive is. That's a big thing too. You have people with unfulfilled fantasies surrounding positivity getting upset with you because you're not into what the fuck they're into, or you're not joining their covens, right, with the sex orgies and stuff like that. You don't want to be poly with them. You don't want to, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. And it's not a matter of you disrespecting their choices and what they do, but it's like, goddamn, like, can you respect mine? Respect mine. Why is it, all this gotta happen? You gotta do this and act like this and say this to me, and I'm this and I'm that, just because I believe different or I do something differently. But with you, hey, that's on you. I speak my piece and keep it moving. Like, but I'm not pressed because it's not my life. It's not my experience. But you got people who pressed as fuck, obsessed. Yeah, but this is, I want to read the flip side of this. This also says, stop being mean to your fucking self. Not just them. It's not all about them. You being mean. Stop being mean to yourself and doing shit that you know you don't want to fucking do. Stop staying. Look, I don't care if the movie is not over and you went to the movie with these particular people and shit was all cool and ha 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 at first, but y'all sitting up in the movie and motherfuckers throwing shade and shit. A motherfuckers trying to come up off you. Like with dudes try. Your homeboy trying to impress some female off you, trying to come up off you and throw a little shade or try to compare and compete with you just to show off in front of this girl and shit. Yeah, you went to the movies with them. That's great. I know what it was supposed to be, but you see what it turned into. You still want to enjoy the movie? You ain't got to sit with these motherfuckers for the sake of that movie. Get your ass up and go sit somewhere else and finish the movie. Finish the movie. And then some of y'all, these motherfuckers, they hate you even more or they'll like you even less because you doing something like that. You getting up like, look, I ain't about to sit around no shady shit. And you get up and you move. That same girl that they was willing to be shady towards you to try to impress her, gets up and go sit with you. This is the kind of energy y'all have. That shit is funny as fuck. Do not accept the invitation because nature will replenish, right? The Most High will align you with the things that your heart and your soul truly desires. You do not have to settle for these old ass perceptions of what joy and enjoyment and all this shit is and fun and all that. You don't have to. You don't have to. So stop being mean to yourself. Stop being mean to yourself. Ignoring your intuition, your discernment, just because you don't have proof or you don't have like tangible proof at the moment. But stop being mean to yourself. With these projections here and you speaking negatively on yourself, because like I said in the other video, I put on some weight. And I was being mean to myself. Spirit is saying stop being mean to yourself. Stop being mean to yourself at any time. So this is saying you can't see it because it's being protected and hidden. You can't see it because it's being protected and hidden. Excuse me. Their obsession with you is a reflection of the cultural obsession with longing for connection to a higher power. Their obsession with you is a reflection. See, this is my thing. This is something that I spoke on in some old ass videos when nobody was watching my shit. But I know eventually people just gonna go back and watch the shit anyway, as they see me more now. I was talking about idolatry, even in tarot land, or it doesn't matter, like a spiritual influencer or any kind of influencer, or you can think about Beyonce's, motherfuckers like that, right? Idolatry, just how strong it is, like how people, something I said before was people have taken idolatry from the churches to the social media platforms or the entertainment industries, right? Always looking for somebody to idolize, yet still not believing in themselves or building upon their faith within themselves and their own abilities, right? That is a major problem too, and it's like it's a remnant from the religious attacks or religious warfare that our people have undergone, right? So, for example, I'm so glad that, you know, people can, you know, talk to me or converse with me and, you know, get confirmation or clarity or even like some deeper truths and gems and stuff like that. But I always try to emphasize to people, hey, you have these same ability, like you have this within you. Like you can receive your own messages, you know, you have to believe in your own gifts as well. Like believe in yourself. And of course, I'm talking to divine beings. I'm not talking to, you know, some devolved, you know, creatures, because everybody don't have gifts. Everybody don't have gifts and abilities. Sorry, but everybody don't. And you see like the people who do, but who are adverse in their energy, you see how they abuse their energy. That's why everybody don't have it. Just imagine what that would be like. All right. That's why you have followers and you have leaders. So this is saying what you put out comes back 10 times more. So we have to be mindful of this. We have to be mindful of this. And that's what these people are realizing too. That's why I said people are having to change their narrative. They have to come up with a new story or a new identity. for the, you know, just to benefit from other people, just to still get energy from somebody else, to get a source or supply, right? So they're fumbling around, you know, trying to create or bite off certain things about you, or the way that you talk, or the way that you see things, trying to bite off things about you that they like about you, and trying to embody it as if it's their own, and then regurgitate that to try to earn like some results, or some good outcomes, or the type of benefits that you get just from being your authentic self. They trying to do that shit, right? Trying to take what you say and use it as if it's their own thoughts. I've dealt with this shit a lot through my fucking journey. A lot. What was that for? Their obsession. Their obsession because they studying your ass. They not just obsessed just to be, oh, I need to be liked or approved or accepted or validated by this individual. It's not just that. They fucking obsessed with you because you're a muse. They're obsessed with you because it's like you're like the archetype of a divine feminine or divine masculine, right? Of an emperor, a high priestess, a high priest, a crystal, a person of integrity, a leader. You're the archetype. That's why they're obsessed with you, because they long to embody what you have, but they don't want to do no fucking healing. They don't want to be accountable. They don't want to be addressed for their shadow work. They don't want to do that ugly shit that they feel like, oh, people gonna look at me negatively. Well, motherfucker, we all got dark in us. We all experience some shit. And that's what they don't realize. Resembles how sinners will beg for forgiveness and try to explain themselves to the divine on Judgment Day. Stop psyching yourself out. Stop psyching yourself out. When you encounter these people, or you trying to understand why am I experiencing this so aggressively, or so often, or too many fucking times, or again? Why is it happening again? God damn it. Stop sucking yourself up about this shit. And this is what's going to help you. You need to spend more time in nature. Spend more time in nature. Facts. Spend more time in nature. For some of you, this is probably why Libra came out too. Some of you guys, this could have something to do with a court situation or a legal matter. But I want you to keep in mind that there's also a court system in the spirit realm. So even if this is not, you know, like an actual, you know, physical court, sue their ass. You can sue motherfuckers in the spirit realm, and they will be judged for it. They will receive penalties. Okay, whether you do it or not. Whether you do it or not. But somebody doing it, somebody speaking up. So you speaking up about these things, like speaking up for yourself, speaking up about these truths and stuff like that. This is what's bringing these people's judgment, right? This is what's bringing these tower moments, this judgment. Because understand that if their fantasy is unfulfilled once they encounter you and you fucking expose their ass to them, right? If that makes their fantasy unfulfilled, that means they can't survive in that illusion anymore. That illusionary, you know, whatever that they created for themselves, they can't live there no more. Because remember, think about the mind. If heaven is about us, you know, having our allowing our crown chakra to reach a certain consciousness, or like a higher mind, think about people who embrace illusions. And what else I listed? I said hallucinations. So mental illness. That's why I kept saying, as soon as we got in the age of Aquarius, I was saying mental illness is going to be exposed. People in their mental illnesses are going to be fucking exposed. So there are some people who literally just been walking, like, there's some people you've encountered, experienced, maybe even have a conversation with, and these motherfuckers have literally was hallucinating, no drugs. Hallucinating with no drugs. No shrooms, no none of that, but hallucinating, living in fantasies. Alright? And you don't woke their ass up like on their eyes. No. Your whole life is a lie. And then just fly away. Your whole life is a lie. And fly away. No, come back. What you mean? What the fuck? I'm this. I'm that. Don't tell me. Well, don't. Why would you tell me that? Tell me that my life is a truth. No, it's not. No. It's not. So there's some completion to something. Completion is near. And this is talking about, you know, you being the head and not the tail. You being the head and not the tail. That is near. Fast for a breakthrough. So spirit could be spirit is encouraging some of you guys to fast from something. You could be overindulging. I don't care. Whatever it is that you're overindulging in. And it could be food, since we had spell work to make you fat. So if you're overindulging in anything, spirit is telling you to fast. I don't care if it's just 24 hours, 6 hours, but to intentionally fast with the intent to manifest something within yourself or anything in general, whatever you want that to be. Of course. No, it's not black magic that you have sympathy, that you feel with people. You're empathic. Of course you're going to feel that. You're pure in heart, right? You bring righteousness. You're a crystal. You're a crystal. So think about how crystals absorb negative energy, right? Like, if I see this crystal somewhere, right? This crystal not gonna say, oh hell nah, you can't purchase me, bitch, because you too fucking messy. Oh hell nah, bitch, you can't touch me. You get what I'm saying? Like, the crystal is not gonna say, dude, just leave me alone. Get the hell away from here, you roach. You know, the crystal's not gonna do that. Get the hell away from me. Imagine if crystals could talk, bruh. Oh my God, but we still go to crystals for healing, right? You know, for those properties, you know, that they exude, that they assist us with, you know, how to either add or take away from us. So, yeah. Of course, you're empathic and you're a person that's honest and truthful, so you're going to feel the truth in all people, even if they don't express what's actually going on with them. Your ass can still feel it or sense it. Just like how, you know, you can tell when somebody just got out of a fucking heated argument in a room, but shit looks sweet when you go in there, but you can just feel it. Like, the fuck going on here? You know? That's solely from you being empathic. You being, you know, connected. Your emotions. You being connected to your emotions. So, stop being mean to yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. Stop being mean to yourself. Because you don't want to fuck around and say something. Something you say will change your life. Right? So you want to make sure you're being intentional about what you speak over yourself. So, for one, stop saying, I can't trust no female. I guess I'm cursed because I care about people. What? That don't even, do that really sound right? Exactly. Exactly. So, changing the narrative, finding ways to reshape that energy. Opposed to you, you know, how you, that subconscious defense mechanism. Right? So being conscious and aware of yourself. Some of y'all need to take a dookie. Somebody need to take a dookie. You know, this is what I'm going to do a video on this too, because yes, some people know, but everybody's on their own unique journey, so everybody don't know, right? When you are not having regular bowel movements, or if you're backed up like in your colon and stuff like that, this is waste, right? This shit automatically impacts and affects your energy, your mood, your behavior, your perceptions, your mindset, right? So somebody need to take a shit, you need to fucking detox. This is probably also why Spirit is telling you to fast for a breakthrough, because when the body fasts, the body eats it's like if you're fasting, right? Let's say all this right here is food. If I'm fasting and I don't eat for a whole day, and you see how, like, if you fast for a week, you're going to get skinny, right? That's because all whatever food or fat that's like stored in your body, that's what the body is going to, the body is going to break down that, and the body is going to try to use that to try to pull and create energy from it, right? So that's something that would help too if you're like backed up and shit, like fasting, for sure, or detoxing in general. Detoxing in general. So somebody need to take a dookie. This could be them motherfuckers too. Because a lot of times when people are like low vibrational or karmic, it's because they're sick. It's because they're sick. And a lot of times their diet has something to do with it. The things that they consume. Like you were saying in the other video about ear and eat. Ear and eat. Ear and eat. Right? And think about just how much is connected. Like, instead of us just thinking about smell and eating, right? Think about hearing some shit. Or how we use the term, oh, you just eating that shit up, ain't you? You just eating that shit up. Right? Something that somebody is saying. Or how, we can tell, somebody can tell you how good something is, how good, or describe to you how good something tastes or whatever, and then you'll eat it. You'll try it for yourself. So, it's a matter of continuing to draw these connections because it'll help you, you know, put the puzzle pieces together within your own self and how you view yourself and how you are in the world, where you fit in the world. Alright, so somebody needs to know if you've been feeling drained or tired, it's because you're healing. You are exhausted because you're healing. Alright, so stop being mean to yourself. Stop telling yourself this and that. Oh, stop being hard on yourself about that and get some rest. Get some rest. Get some rest. Because that's another thing too. When you sleep, your body is fasting. So that could be what's wrong too. Some of y'all like could not be getting enough sleep. That's why the word is break fast. Breakfast, break fast, because it's when you wake up, it's the first thing you eat after breaking that fast when you was asleep. So this could be a lack of sleep, or this could be these individuals and these karmics. So make it fit wherever it go, right? Yeah, I'm working on my routine too. But this is also talking about these individuals losing sleep, full of shit. Look, they toxic as fuck, full of dookie, not dookieing regularly, filling themselves with bullshit, eating junk food and bullshit all the time, alcohol, cigarettes, nasty old funky shit, people around them, just, they don't ever fast, they don't participate in no type of like cleansing and spiritual practices and stuff like that, but then they call themselves trying to be obsessed with you, trying to copy you, trying to disprove you and discredit you, and they don't do none of this work that you be doing. They don't do none of that shit to properly take care of themselves so that they can have a clearer perspective and perception of others and themselves, and to be accountable and be introspective, to solve their own problems, to not continue creating problems. They speaking, ooh, Spirit said they speaking out their ass. They talking out the ass. They talking out the ass. Talking out the ass. Talking out the ass. They talking out their ass. Jackasses. Yeah, the ancestors called them jackasses. They're jackasses. This is why you are the head, not the tail. So you don't produce dookie out your mouth. What they eat don't make a shit. Yo, I got that from R. Kelly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God. What they eat don't make a shit. So, what they eat don't make you shit. Like, but no, seriously, you are the head, not the tail, right? So the things that's coming out of your mouth, like the things that you're bringing to other people, that you're teaching, that you're sharing, that you're spreading, that you're expressing, it's of a higher mind, a higher knowledge, right? Not you just talking from the root chakra, talking out your ass, making up shit, like making up illusions of what you want to be like, or somebody that you know was really legit, and you trying to, no. You try to associate traits and qualities of that individual with your fucking self. Just to fucking impress somebody or reap benefits from somebody buying into that lie. Thank you. What day it don't make us shit. You gotta drag it out. What day it don't make us shit. That's how you gotta say it. That's how you gotta say it. Like yesterday, I was telling my friend, I was like, I'm about to start saying that. And what I mean, I was saying, you know how on Shrek, that's one of my favorite movies, like all of them. I will watch all of them a lot, like Lion King. And you know how Shrek would be like, you made it funny, but he's being sarcastic. I said, I'm about to start saying that shit with motherfuckers. People trying to invite me or send me miserable invitations or invitations of low self-esteem magic and self-hate and shit like that. You made it funny. Oh, you made it funny. And keep it moving. Yeah. Didn't I already mention this? Trying to make you have low self-esteem, self-hate, hate yourself by making you overindulge in things to affect your appearance or this, that, and the third, right? To make you insecure so that you're less powerful, you're less effective. But Spirit said it's already yours. It's already yours. What's yours, they can never take away from you. It's already yours. It doesn't matter what kind of delays, what kind of blockages. Them trying to steal shit. Them trying to steal intellectual property, steal your music, steal your ideas, your lyrics. It doesn't matter. It's already yours. Your energy signature is on it. Because we're glitches. We're glitches in the matrix. So that's why people go, look, they're not going to be able to get away with the shit because they're not a fucking glitch. They're not a fucking glitch, bro. You ain't shaking nothing up. You ain't stirring nothing up in nobody for real. But this is also talking about your manifestation abilities when it comes to finances, right? Spirit says, write down an amount. It's already yours. So this is how they want us to be. They want us to be childlike with them, right? And really believe that the universe can, bring us all of our desires. Fitness and exercise is a form of manifestation, divination as well. I'm gonna tell you something that I used to do. Something I used to do, like when you do reps, like how many reps you do and stuff like that, I will always do a certain number, like a certain amount. So my number is 33. My life path is 33. So for example, I'll do ab crunches, or no, I always do 100 with those. But certain exercises that are like more strenuous, like it requires like more of my power, more of my strength, more of my energy. I would, stretch myself to do like 33. Y'all, I don't really know. Can you help me with the terminology for exercise? I don't know which one is reps and which one is what's the other word for it? So for example, let's say I'm doing one exercise. I'm going to do it 33 times, but I break it up into like 3 11s. So I'll do it 11 times, breathe, take a break. Do another 11, take a break. Do another 11, take a break. So this is also how you can intertwine manifesting in your fitness routine and regimen, right? So being intentional with the number of reps that you do, and having the intent for these numbers to represent something towards your divine growth or your abundance, your evolution, or whatever the case may be, but some type of positive abundance or something from the Most High. Yes, to receive from the Most High. So you remember earlier I said you are being tested. You was being tested. This makes me think a lot about the last video I just did. But Spirit is also saying finish what you started. Finish what you started, because you have people trying to throw you off task, people trying to distract you, people trying to have you focus on them or trying to keep you caught up in them, so caught up in them, so caught up in your emotions, so caught up in your being displeased, so caught up in whatever, caught up in all this bullshit that really doesn't matter. It only matters because your focus is there. That's what makes it matter. Otherwise, it has no charge. It has no charge, and then what? It dies. Like a phone. Like a phone. If you don't charge it, because you're the charge, you're the power, you have the power. If you don't charge that, you don't charge the device that they're using to war against you, it has no power. It can't prosper. All right? You're the ammo. You're the ammunition. So that's the trick of it all. That's the big ass emphasis on we are the crystal gems. We're the ammunition. That's why I said, oh Lord, they probably gonna try to shadow ban the fuck out of this video, because that right there, that was a mystery right there. Mm. Mm. Yeah, and as a result of that, demographic and local frequency. Demographic and local frequency. So this is talking about, you know, being possibly being impacted or affected by the frequencies that are literally right around you, like your demographic or your local community, right? This could be like a lot of low vibrational people, or like just their perception of things is very outdated and low vibrational, right? Why? Because these people have lack of healthy mental stimulation. These people are stimulating their minds with all these other things and these distractions and these illusions, but they're not doing healthy stimulation. These are not people who study. These are not people, you know, who educate themselves. These are not people who read books. These are not people who explores knowledge, right? A lack of mental stimulation. I watched this movie called Free Birds. If you ever heard of that. It's an animated movie. And in the past, before Thanksgiving, thank you so much for coming by too. I really do appreciate y'all. Okay. So, before Thanksgiving, in the movie, right, because these are animals that talk and shit. They have their own lives and personalities. The whole concept was that turkeys were very intelligent, strategic, and territorial, instinctual, you know, creatures, right? Just very intellectual creatures before, you know, Thanksgiving and, you know, the infiltration of humans, you know, putting them on, listing them as, I guess, edible, you know, an animal to eat and stuff like that. They used to be very, very intelligent. So in the movie, it's about these birds that are in the future where Thanksgiving is like, it's on and popping, right? It's been going on for some time. It's about these birds, you know, teaming up together and finding this time machine to go back in time to try to like end Thanksgiving, or not end Thanksgiving, but to remove turkey off, you know, the list for like the feast items for Thanksgiving. Like, so basically just to save turkeys, like to save, you know, their legacies and their families, their community, right? But it showed when they were in the past, they were like a lot more smarter. It was more unity, more togetherness. They were very strategic and wise, you know, very artful, you know, all of these things, right? Almost like an ant colony. However, in the future, they were dumbed the fuck down. They were very, you know, dumbed down. Very, very dumbed down, right? Because of the conditions that they've undergone, like with humans and, you know, these other culture, right, that are foreign to theirs, right? The demographic and the local frequencies that, you know, that were foreign to their general or their original equilibrium frequency, right? So that's what I'm getting here. Like, that could be like how it is in your community, or like the people around you and shit like that, or your state, or your town or neighborhood. So that's what I'm hearing too. So you could feel like an outcast, or feel set apart. First of all, you are set apart. But you should be, you should feel good about this, because you're being protected from secretly messy people. It didn't just say flat out messy. Secretly messy. These the motherfuckers smile in your face. Oh, that's my neighbor. Oh, that's my, oh, yeah, I bought this from, oh. And like they try coming to buy something, Frank, and but in actuality, soon as you go behind your back, right? Secretly messy. Secretly messy. Or the whole time you having a conversation with them, looking them in their face, they in their mind wishing all type of ill towards you, talking about, look at her teeth. Why her teeth? Look at her teeth. Ugh. Look at her teeth. Look at her teeth. Bitch, I don't care. Oh my God, but I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. You've actually been being protected from these kind of individuals. So that doesn't mean all people are not trustworthy. Oh my God. Don't do that to yourself. Please don't do that to yourself. Right? Because Spirit is telling you, you need to be in the energy of appreciation and gratitude. This is that frequency that's like a direct line to abundance and prosperity. I kid you not. I kid you not. Appreciation and gratitude. Why? Because it earns you more blessings. It earns you more blessings and miracles. Right? So being appreciative and having gratitude for all that is going well, all that is going good. right? All that is good. All that you've achieved and accomplished, and all the good about you, right? All the good about existence and what you understand about existence, right? Not fixating on, you know, bullshit. And you know what a lot of that comes from? It's because, like, you have a very royal energy and you just feel fucking disrespected. Like, it's like a strong, like, because it's like this. The way people, the type of things people been getting away with like true royals and stuff like that, and being disrespectful and shit like that. Look, I'm about to tell you something. I'm about to tell y'all something. It sounds crazy, but guess what? It's true. So what I'm about to say gonna sound crazy, but it's true. So let me go ahead and say it. Because I was about to doubt myself. Like, should I say this shit on here? No, I'm gonna say it. I feel like in ancient times with the royal and stuff like that, the type of shit that these peasant motherfuckers be getting away with, they weren't getting away with that shit back then. Not the first time. Not the half time. They won't get away with that shit. It sounds crazy, but it's true. It might sound a little harsh, but it's true. That's how you are too. That's how you are with individuals. And people trying to make it out that you're crazy or something. But look, Spirit says stop ignoring yourself. Stop ignoring yourself. Stop ignoring yourself. I'm glad I pulled these out. I love my sticks, y'all. Like, some racism is real. I don't know why that came out. It's, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Somebody gonna have a baby soon, though. Somebody gonna have a baby soon. And what I heard too, it ain't even like just an actual baby. You know, like, how painful it is when a woman gives birth, right? Think about, like, women who have, like, more tougher births experience, and they're screaming and and they in so much pain and shitting themselves and all that. This is, like, Spirit is saying, like, these karmics, they about to have a baby, like, in that sense, like a rude awakening. They about to have a baby. they about to be fucking acting like they having a baby. That's how real it's about to get. Because what it said, that stick that came out, it said what you put out comes back 10 times more. So what, all that shit they put out towards you, that shit about to come back 10 times more. Period. Period. It doesn't matter who you convinced or what, or who believe or bought into your fantasy. We see, we see all through that shit. Omnipresent. Omnipresent. Period. And whether you believe it or not, you had a lot to do with that too. Them, you know, these people trespassing your energy and this, that, and third, you had a lot to do with them receiving their karma. Flashback, who's that? Motherfuckers having flashbacks. Flashback and past life flashbacks, I heard. So you could be having past life flashbacks also at this time. Flashback, who's that? Flashback, who's that? Somebody is also like overindulging on flashbacks of you, how you used to be when they used to have access to you, or how you used to act, or how you used to be, let's say you used to be more passive or less assertive than you are now. You have people reflecting back on that or whatever, or they're seeing this new you and they got a problem with it. So you got some individuals in that energy. Flashback, who's that? So they're like, who is that? Like, type shit. Who is that? Or there's people that's like, oh, who the fuck is that? And then there's some hating ass motherfucker who don't have access to you no more. They sitting here trying to make your identity a flashback or something old in the past. Oh, this person did this and this how this person and yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. But in actuality, you're this person that's very wise with your emotions, with your cup of emotions, your cup of intuition, your creativity. You're very unique and authentic. People haven't seen what you doing, how you do it. It says, God, the pleasure of man's children. They like, how is this person this and that, when they see they bringing these people pleasure. Like, these people seem to really like them, or look what they saying. Like, I feel pleased by what they said. Even what they said helped me, or what they're doing encourages me. It inspires me. What do you mean? Transformation and gives consultation. I'm sorry. Transformation gives consolation in adversity. You give consolation in adversity, and then you got these motherfuckers trying to discredit you, who are literally adversaries trying to sow adversity. So they expose themselves automatically. When people come to you and people see you and they see you providing counsel and consolation to adversity, and motherfuckers out here trying to make it seem like you the basis of it, like you the one creating the shit. They see who people are. People are beginning to see who people really are. Then we got Ace of Wands, the patient guy, being patient. Patience, a waiting game. Fertility, multiplicity, protects against despair, helps one be patient. So this is talking about the an angel here. These angels, you have angel how do I say this? Amael. Angel Amael is helping you to be patient. You have angels assisting you to be more patient at this time. While these people, are doing this, or this energy, right? This energy that we see around us, like these multiple energies. That's why I said multiplicity, right? But it's telling you to be patient through this thing that's being birthed. You remember the stick that said it's hidden because it's being protected. So whatever this is, or whatever that you're waiting on, Spirit is telling you just to be a little bit more patient. All right. Ace of Wands. But Ace of Wands is talking about something you're creating here. Or it could be your relationship, your love life, or something like that. For some people, mind you, with retrograde coming up, this could involve something like being patient before you decide to like lay up with somebody. Or somebody could be trying to like come in and seduce and shit like that. This Ace of Wands, like trying to offer some type of sexual advancement or invitation to some shit. But Spirit is telling you be patient, because something's gonna be revealed. Be patient, because you don't want it to lead to this Three of Swords energy. Three of Swords typically represents like being stabbed in the heart, or like heartbroken or some shit like that, or betrayal. So, however, in this deck, so the angel associated with the Three of Swords is Rael, the quickly forgiving God. So this is this goes alongside with patience, right? With patience, you being forgiving. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Why? Because forgiveness is that step before ascension. This is the step before your awakening, your transformation, you receiving your new body, you rising in consciousness to heaven, you being the head, not the tail, right? Forgiveness. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. But if you don't, why would you hold on to that energy that's just gonna keep you weighted down like an anchor? So forgive them. Forgive them. And that's why this is what's going to help us forgive people. The more that we learn about ourselves, this world, and other people. And that's why I'm doing this. That's what I'm here for, right? That's why authenticity is like #1 in my life. All right. And look, even me, when I was on this authentic, all natural shit, and everybody around me just competing to be fake as fuck, like, I had to be patient, y'all, because now we're seeing more people talk about authenticity, and people, praise it more, and they emphasize it, and they're welcoming that. And now it's like, now it's my time. You get what I'm saying? Now people want to fucking pay me some attention to shit I'm talking about. But before, as you can see, wasn't nobody trying to hear what the fuck I had to say. Wasn't nobody trying to hear what the hell I had to say, because it was authentic. It wasn't inauthentic. It didn't appease their egos, right? So I had to be patient. Even though, I know I'm never alone, like, in the spirit realm. But I had to be patient, like, with my boundaries. Like, no, I'm not about to be around no inauthentic people. I'm not about to deal with them. Like, I'll cut you off, I'll be by myself. And I had to be patient in my loneliness. I had to be patient. But now You see more people talking about this. I'm meeting more people who are authentic, right? So it takes patience. So especially where I come from, like where I'm from, my hometown, oh, it's a bunch of toxic, low vibrational, fucking nuthead motherfuckers around there just killing each other, fucking each other, getting each other sick, bro. Eating and fucking and sleeping. Partying, getting drunk, getting high, die. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's it. That's all. And I had to move. Like, I'm actually where I live, I believe where I'm at now is on a mountain. So I had to, it's the symbolism, right? When I rose out of that valley, out of that darkness, the darkness of the minds, people who was talking out their ass, people who was acting out as the tail and not the head. When I moved away from that, right? I began to, you know, I was attracting that shit anyway. The thing is, it was like online type shit, right? Because I was online, like sharing, you know, my gifts and shit, and I was attracting people from different areas. A lot of us, you know, can resonate with that. But this is talking about, you know, having patience, you know, for those connections to be more tangible, right? To be in person. Like, some of you guys can be getting impatient surrounding that. 5 of Wands. God listening and concealment. God is listening in concealment. Keeping your deepest desires concealed, your truths that you feel like you can't talk to nobody else. God is keeping that concealed. And God is also, you know, answering that. The Most High, the spirit realm, your ancestors, your higher self, right? Politics and ambition wins judgments and protects all those who seek the truth. Now, 5 of Wands typically represents like people trying to compete with you, or misguided and misdirected passions and stuff like that. Heated arguments, caught blocking, motherfuckers caught blocking. Somebody go to them because maybe they know that they like have some type of connection, or they used to know you or some shit like that. And so they're trying to go to them and I guess like trying to discourage them from following through with, you know, reaching out to you, or even like wanting to be interested in you and shit like that. So trying to dissuade people away from you. That's some desperate ass shit. That's some desperate ass shit. But you know, I think it's cool. I think for the sword, so it's only swords, wands, and cups, right? So wands is fire, swords is air, and then cups is water. And it's only 1 cups, and the 1 cups is the wisdom aspect of the suit, right? 8 of cups is talking about having wisdom. Wisdom from past experience and past encounters and shit like that, right? You taking that wisdom. That's the whole purpose of the South Node and the North Node, right? This is why, you know, there's this whole understanding of move beyond ancestral patterns, right? The whole understanding of the South Node is pulling from the past, those things that work, right? Those things that are beneficial, that are useful, leaving that which isn't, taking those things that work into your future, your North Node, and then building on top of that, right? So for the only cups out here right now to be 8 of cups, yeah. And then swords is talking about, you know, communication, truth, right? Being blunt and transparent. Or for some people, being spiteful, gossip. Let's get together and be alright. 9 of Cups. God, the kindest giver, healing, preserves health, and cures diseases. So this came out reversed. So this is talking about you experiencing people not being generous to you, even though you was generous with your time, with your energy, with your effort, whatever the case may be, and experiencing ungenerous people or ungenerous people, right? But Spirit is telling you to be patient with yourself. Like, these people don't have nothing to do with your abundance. These people don't have nothing to do with you being blessed and being chosen, you being divine, right? All that is still, it's already yours. That the card said, it's already yours, right? But it's a matter of us coming out of that tail energy, coming out of the root chakra, feeling unsafe and unsecure. We have to move out of that, right? That's the south node. That's the tail. We were meant to be the head, not the tail, right? We understand like where our true stability like comes from, right? And it's not these other people all the time. Are you gonna have, you know, people in your life who are really solid? Yes. But it's like you gotta purge, right? We got the Lovers, Hierophant, Page of Pentacles. So you have to trust your judgment. You have to trust your judgment about who you allow in your space and your time. Facts. Thank you so much for that. Joy of God, right? This is the energy we're supposed to have when we're living as the head, when we know we're the head and not the tail, when we understand that we are crystals, okay? We are crystal temples, right? We're not, I'm gonna repeat this analogy I gave the other day because it's really fucking deep. If we're all vessels, if we're all houses, if these bodies are vehicles, right? Think about the houses that we actually see, what we know to be houses as humans. All houses ain't in good condition. Some houses are fucking banned from entering. Some houses are burnt down. Some houses are broken into. Some people squat. What do they call it? Squatters. Some people are squatters in some houses. Some houses are crack houses. Some houses are mansions. Some, you know what I'm saying? Houses vary. It's the reason why they're different. It's symbolism. It's a reflection of us as individuals as well. But you having this understanding that, hey, I am a crystal temple. I can't let any and everybody up in this motherfucker. You know how, let's say you got a car, and then motherfuckers who don't got a car, you know how people, there's a saying that when people don't got shit, they don't care to take care of it until they have it. So motherfuckers that be in your car leaving their trash and they bullshit in your car, and it bothers you, but they don't think twice of it because it's not their vehicle. You can't have any and everybody in and out of your temple. And instead of feeling mean about it, maybe I was being harsh. Maybe I was being harsh. What? Because they projected that into your mind? They projected it into your mind that you was being mean. So you bought it. You bought that fantasy, that illusion? No. Spirit say you got to get out of that. You got to get out of that. You got to get into this Hierophant energy so that you bring in what you deserve. You make room for what you really deserve. This is the Hierophant. Right? The merciful God, divine forgiveness. Look, this is talking about forgiveness again. Divine forgiveness. They didn't just say forgiveness. They said divine. That's why I put in that video, that is the step. Forgiveness is that step before he released himself from his current body, his current version, like his vehicle. Right? And then he ascended. He ascended into a higher mind, a higher quality vessel, vehicle, temple, right? Divine forgiveness abstains friendship and favors of the great, secures promises. A lot of you guys have had people break promises to you. They broke a lot of promises, right? Lovers situations where people lied and they betrayed you and they broke promises, right? Joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples, removes negative energy. So be patient while this negative energy is being removed. Once again, garnet crystal. Get y'all hands on some garnet, okay? And if you can, a lot of us should already have rose quartz, right? It's a very popular crystal because why? A lot of people lack love. A lot of people lack self-love. Why is Venus the closest fucking... Okay. I'm just saying. Why is Venus the morning star? Why is Venus the brightest in the sky? But Venus also rules over love, right? So if you have some rose quartz, you can pair your rose quartz and your garnet together. Get a rose quartz and garnet. If you have a cage, like one of those necklaces with a cage, you put both of those crystals together. Right? You want to intentionally use these crystals and their powers together and understand that it's not just the properties of those crystals that's working, but the properties and the gifts that you have associated with you as a crystal. It's like it's charging, amplifying, and boosting your energy. Right? This is why we wear crystals. alchemy. Look at the back of this card. That's the symbol of alchemy. That's why we wear crystals. This is why we sunbathe. This is why we sun gaze, to receive light codes and DNA codes, enlightenment, right? A detox of the penile, of the mind, of the perception, right? And you know, another thing, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave. Look, High Priestess. High Priestess. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. God, the eternal, lasting, success, protection from magistrates, right? So, what was I about to say? Come on, come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. What was I about to say? Come back to me. Look at that. You see that? Damn, what was I about to say? Y'all, it left me. I was talking about the symbol of alchemy. The crystals. Why we wear crystals. We are crystals. Us being charged by other crystals. This is a sidebar, but it came to me just now when I was reflecting over that. But you know how one of the ways that you can charge crystals or cleanse crystals is to sit them on top of other crystals. So that's why we wear crystals too. So that's just even more evidence that, yo, like, we are crystals, right? I got more confirmation for you. Today I had shared a post and it was like, what are you in Chinese numerology or some shit like that? And it, like, according to your birthday. And it was like all these numbers and like a word or a creature or something associated with each number. So my birthday is 4/22. So for me, it was evidence magic. So the fact that I just said that's more evidence, I know that's a part of, you know, my path too. Like me bringing evidence, like, to these truths and stuff like that. All right. But Spirit is saying you need to be, you need to feel safe at all times in your intuition and your discernment. I'm sorry, y'all. It done left me. I'm gonna have to go though. I have to go. But this is your girl, the Authentic Empress. I really hope you guys got something that was beneficial from here and I didn't waste your time. I love you. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Leave me some comments or just stay tuned for future videos or reflect over some old videos. I love y'all and I'll see you guys next time.